Here are the maps for the winner bracket semi-final. It's Cash versus Foggy. The two favorites prevailed in the first round, the winner bracket quarterfinal. Foggy beating Agent in 8 minutes. Cash defeating Anima in 2 very one-sided games. And now they're clashing on Amazonia. Last Refuge and Terrana stand out for Cash. Very obvious. Turtle Rock and Echo Owls out for Foggy. Leaves us with AI and TM for later. And yeah, the Ukraine versus Russia.
Ukraine versus Russia.
Maybe I will call my firstborn daughter Ukrainia. We'll see about that. Map number 1 is right here.
All right, of course, this match in qualifying games has some amazing history. If you guys weren't there in 2015 for the WCA qualifier, you missed out. That was before Foggy had emerged as one of the strongest players in Europe. This was when he was still playing, some might say cheesy, some might say tricksy, but certainly special strategies. On TM, he sealed the fate of Cash, pretty much catapulting him into retirement.
A player's forces are under attack.
But Foggy has increased so much, has become so much stronger, and now he's the favorite in this matchup.
Yes. We don't have to mention this anymore. Foggy went to China 3 times, and he was so successful there. It wasn't only the WCA game back then, it was also his performances versus Lin, versus TH, versus the greatest players in the world that we have, and he was one of them. I think it was a big bummer for him that he didn't qualify during the first qualifier, because there is a lot of pressure now. He does have a good connection to China, lots of contacts there, lots of fans there. He doesn't want to let them down. He's one of those guys who really cares about that, meeting friends again and showing the world what he has to offer. So the pressure is high on Foggy. And for Cash, man, I don't know, maybe it's just for fun? I don't know, but I think Foggy feels the pressure here. It wouldn't be a surprise if Cash loses this, in my opinion. But maybe he can play a little more freely with this.
He's gonna get the first borrow here, but was that worth it for him? Because he's gonna be stuck in the base here. He can run circles around the gold mine for a while now. But in the end, this will be a TP forced out of him, and that is an expensive loss early on. Don't have that get out of jail free card anymore. He's gonna make use of his time though. Archer and Ancient of War are creeping up in the meantime. Oh no, Cash, you can't open up the way. You had him trapped there.
Whoopsie. That didn't work as intended. In the meantime, Foggy is creeping up with his Ancient of War and Archer. Did he deny something? No, I don't think so. So, interesting creep route here. Archer finishing the Nightcrawler. He's a little afraid of denying it, rightfully so, as this oftentimes happens. And his best friend in this matchup for Foggy is the Staff of Teleportation. And he got that now. Boots of Speed for the Blade Master.
For boots, yeah. I mean, we see that very rarely just in any matchup, but especially against Night Elf?
Yeah, I don't get that either. Maybe... It's definitely nice, but is it worth it is the question.
Oh, nice last hit here. Getting bashed though. He's getting the payback from the Cobalt Brethren. The Blade Master gets to finish this camp. Oh, but nice steal again. Cash, he's recovering now.
Yeah, his Blade Master control is really good most of the time. But that shouldn't be an issue for Foggy usually. Tier 2 tech is finished for Cash. This is a little bit faster than Foggy's, but also that tech is very aggressive.
Oh, the Archer. Depends on the roll or the crit.
Best roll possible. If it's a crit.
Master. In the past, Foggy, always the trademark Foggy play, being very aggressive, trying to cancel tier 2 buildings. Most Night Elves nowadays, it seems, don't do that anymore, but what about Foggy? Aggressive again, missing the crit here to the evasion.
These guys actually clashed in the first qualifier already, also in the winner bracket, not in the semi-final, but in the final. There was a 2-1 for Foggy. It was close though, way closer than expected, but this looks very good for him. Gets rid of the Bestiary with the signature staff in onto the Quill Beast. He does have another Quill Beast, so this will be no problem. Can he kill the Spirit Lodge as well is the question. I don't think so. No,
No,
staff
I don't
out.
think so either. So
Just
nice.
too
Has the
damage.
double staffs. As you said, signature Foggy play. Can prevent this from happening is not going for the Voodoo Lounge, not going for the Renegade. Sort of speed here, interestingly. And yeah, just skipping the shop for a long time and getting the circlet, which actually we saw earlier today in the Chinese Asian qualifier. And then super fast teching. But yeah, he's gonna have a late Bestiary now. Foggy with the Wand of Illusion, that can be pretty nice to soak up some damage.
He's going for it again. The Bestiary is still not up. There is another Quill Beast. With a bit of duration, but all entrances are blocked as it seems. And yeah, with the critical or the backstab gotten here, you don't want to staff in there. But that buys time for his tier 3, for his talent production. And the only thing that Cash does is reacting. Reacting to Foggy, who's dictating the game. With only 2 units. It's heroes, but still. Quite a big accomplishment.
Yep. Kept the TC from creeping. He's now going to continue creeping. Ideal scenario now for Foggy would be if the Blade Master leaves him alone. I really like the Fairy Fire here on him to always have vision. To buy time for his natural creep. If he manages to make that happen before he has Master Training without getting punished, that would be marvelous for him. But he doesn't know where the TC is exactly, so doesn't feel confident to do this just yet.
Raiders are coming, finally. Q's end snare immediately, but we're 7 minutes 30 into the game. But we don't have a level 3 demon, don't have a level 2 Beastmaster, but that's not Foggy's game. High level Night Elf heroes, definitely not his thing. He wants to end games quicker than that. And good vision here. Is tier 3 finished already? Yes it is, so Tinker inbound. And Master Training has started.
The Tinker, and he's stealing stuff away from the Orc before Master. You can see his confidence here. But the talents are pretty much exposed here. Pocket Factory coming out, gonna be focused quickly. And yeah. But Cash is still gonna sound the retreat here. Shockwave, the first one coming in, not hitting any talents though, and he loses 1 grunt. This is not the way this matchup is supposed to look here.
Nope, at all, not at all. Tier 3 is only halfway done. And usually it's the Night Elf who's running across the map, trying to dodge the Orc, trying to find some openings to something, but he's just dictating everything.
And this once again also came down to the Bestiary cancel. If that hadn't been delayed, he would have had 2 Raiders there. That would have been 2 quick end snare kills onto the Talons. He didn't even try to go for 1. Perhaps Cash is being more cautious than he needs to. Because I feel with 1 ensnare he should have at least been able to get 1 Talon. If nothing else.
Yeah. This is gonna be level 3 for Foggy then. Usually you only have to react to the TC's level 3. If the TC is 3, your Demon Hunter must be 3. But he's far ahead. So, Cash, what can you do? You need big items. You need good level 10 TC, you're getting most likely both here. Scourge Bone Chimes, yep, you get that. On the other side, we're waiting. Scourge Bone Chimes as well, but... Do we want to do this discussion
want to talk about this again?
Let's say it's better for the Orc than it is for the Night Elf. Can we agree on that?
Yes, we can. Okay. This illusion is taking quite a bit of time out of Foggy, and then in the end he's gonna notice, wasn't even worth it, man.
Invul and Heal Scroll for him, plus more illusions and a clarity on the TC. Gets level 3 from the Murlocs, but Foggy is pulling Wisps. He's there with 47 supply and Master Upgrade. It's his time to shine now. How does Cash react? Equal supply. Usually not what the Orcs want, but he's close to the base and close to the shop. Question is, for how long will the shop be there? But the position is good.
The player's forces are under
TP
attack.
out.
Interesting. He sees the scroll of speed and runs away. I know that Foggy has a lot of respect for Wands of Illusion. So maybe that's why?
He can creep his natural, but same goes for Cash, so...
I thought that Cash was already in upkeep. And so he's going to have the economy advantage here. Forcing him into upkeep and then...
Or he didn't
retreating.
want to fight against the heal scroll and invul. Because his inventory was empty.
Forces are under attack.
I remember him telling me, yeah, he has 3 illusion. I cannot win this fight. Was just the reason here as well.
Okay.
But the Moon Juice situation is looking really rough, man. He only has like 2 Moon Wells and they're both far from full. And usually one of the strengths here is your Demon Hunter gets focused, you pop the invul, he gets focused still, you staff him back, you heal him up, you staff him back in again, and then, you know, perfect fighting shape.
Cash is coming back into this game somehow. It is Granite Golem down, and... Could have Cunning. Well, a little bit of damage is always appreciated on AZ. Once again, Wisps pulled. Claws of Attack on the Demon Hunter, Heal Scroll, and TP on Beastmaster and Tinker. Invul Potion as well.
Cash was very patient here with his resources, but now he is finally going into upkeep. Only 1 Berserker, that's a little light compared to what we're seeing usually from Asia. Remember Lin earlier today with 4 Berserkers on Ancient Isles.
3 Heal Scrolls for Foggy though. And the invul.
That is
Cash
sick.
Supposed to win against this? He has 1.
And now would be the perfect time for Foggy to fight before Cash can spend all of his resources on the army.
Town is
So-
under siege.
I discussed it
again,
with
the
Grubby.
tip-
What? Jesus, so annoying. I discussed it with Grubby a bit about how good the Scourge Bone Chimes are, and we agreed that it's basically 1 heal scroll for 1 fight. So we are at 2 in quotes heal scrolls for Cash versus 1. Versus 3 for Foggy.
And once again, the issue is going to be for the Night Elf here, as it always is on AZ. This is open battlefield. The Ancient of War is actually coming in with Nature's Blessing. What? That's something new.
He started the journey when he didn't have Nature's Blessing, so that took quite a while.
It's going to help with the difficult positioning. To find themselves in a choke or behind a choke, where there's no such thing to find on AZ. And here we go with the first shockwave beginning the fight. The Ancient of War, though, is being destroyed pretty quickly. The Raiders run past the heroes, mass ensnares. We see a few Cyclones, but the disenchant is there in time. So far, so good for Cash. Heal Scroll number 1 already used for Foggy. And the Raiders, well, one of them's gonna die here. The damage is pretty good. Beastmaster in trouble already. Is he gonna be forced into a TP quickly? No. Backwards, where's the heal scrolls, I ask? Has 1 on the Blade Master. Still not popping the invul.
Another Engine of War coming up. Good distraction, I think. Going for the Demon Hunter now. Staff back in. But doesn't get it. Invul Potion on the Demon Hunter pop. Everything is quite low for Cash. This was the hard time for Foggy. And now the fun begins. But there's 1 more heal scroll. I think he has to use it soon. Gets a Raider there. Supply-wise, it's looking great for Cash. Great opening, but the rubber band is about to pop in his face.
For the Demon with the Beast mode of the invulnerability, but quite a few misses coming out. Finally gets a crit. Demon Hunter might be forced into a TP here soon, trying to staff perhaps, maybe running away, surviving. TP has to come though now. But that was a good fight for Foggy.
Yeah, I agree. If he could have stayed a little longer, then it's definitely way more kills, because as you can see, everything is orange and yellow and red. I think Cash held on very, very good, with only 1 heal scroll against 3, and he's still up in supply. That's quite an accomplishment for Cash. And Foggy with shop control again. How much does he get this time? 2 and heal potions and invul. He's so well equipped. Always focusing on the items, I really like that. Cash, of course, has to go for more units, but he needs the items as well. Blade Master went out to the western shop, but almost all empty. Well, with August Strength, meh, not that great, and Foggy is pushing again. He wants to end this.
3 fairy dragons now as well. Oh! Oh my god, 1 bad rider gets 2 fairies. The dream.
A good trade for sure. So many walkers again, man. Of course, they're always left alone. Nice shockwave. Was it the last one? Oh, he has one more. Foggy is so aggressively going for that TC. Wants to burn, but there are ensnares to intercept this. Speed scroll being used. Next shockwave. Those were really good by Cash. Triggering the heal scroll immediately. How many does he have left? I think like none or one. One. Okay, that's okay. No mana potion on the TC, so he's just a big dull grunt. But Foggy, I think, is losing quite a bit here. Cash again overtowering him. Demon Hunter in trouble now. Heal potion being swapped, so he doesn't have to use the invul. But the Raiders, they're falling like flies into focus, and that should be the turnaround here.
Demon Hunter coming back again with the staff. These Knight of Heroes are pretty good, pretty close to good level ups. TC gets surrounded almost. Can he get it? Can he close it? Yes, he can. Is there something to save him? I don't think so. There's Spirit Link, though, makes him very tanky. The Beastmaster now in trouble. Will have to be the first one to TP here, perhaps. Heal potion transferred. Keeps him alive for a little bit longer. Who's gonna die first? He doesn't use the TP! And the TC gets away. Oh no. This is catastrophe, but he's blocking him with a Tinker. And he gets the kill, actually.
Tinker MVP, and now look at this army. Crimson Mask everywhere. And Foggy is pushing forward with this Demon Hunt. He can easily do that. Heal potion and invul. He's in no danger at all. Mana burn. Is he fast enough? Is the only question that we have to answer here. And I think the answer is yes. Blade Master, that was his last Windwalk. Oh man, he killed so much. And he will kill so much more. Cash buys a good amount of time for the heal waves to work. And the ensnares are flying good. But that TC loss was huge on level 4. Beastmaster level 2 will be back in a bit.
Yep, and the TC is gonna take
forces are under attack.
worse. Oh, Cyclone, oh man, so many straggler kills. And of course, this is where the Orc feels so backed into a corner. They want to have some time. They want to use clarities, heal selves. Just give me like a minute, then we can fight again. But no, of course, this is where the Night Elves try to exploit the Orc weakness. So hard to heal up again. Hitting him around Azim at the moment.
What can he do? Hero focus, maybe. That could be his only answer. He has one heal scroll. I think he has to use it very, very soon. Pocket Factory deployed. That is a big distraction. But yeah, there is the heal wave. But I think this can only prolong his life for so long. Nice area of effect against the casters later when they use some casts. But yeah, he's just moving forward. And how ballsy this Tinker is, man. He can just do whatever he wants. He's untouched, like a virgin. GG! And Foggy takes the win in a very, very dominant game, I think. Cash did not play bad, don't get me wrong. He had good reactions, but that's all he could do, reacting. He was under so much pressure that, I mean, he couldn't do anything to this.
Especially against Foggy, you will want to consider going like super tier 2 rush without a shop even. And AZ is one of the better maps to do it on. But I guess maybe that's just not his style. But he had some really nice moves, like that second big engagement when the Demon Hunter wanted to try to burn him so desperately on the TC. And he was like faking him out. He kept him ensnare locked. He used the Scroll of Speed to get into position to get the second nice shockwave after the first one had already hit. There were some really nice moves in there.
Yeah, I totally agree. That was really nice. So we're waiting for Cash to choose the map. Shouldn't take that long. Maybe a little break for him here. Pace is really high. Foggy says AI. It's either AI or TM. So maybe it's trolling as well. Because TM should be good, I think. I think both are decent.
Maybe they determined the order before?
Usually it's loser's choice, but...
So too. Anyways, we go on to AI. This is where I've seen Foggy be like one of the most impressive against Orc. I think his usual build is creep like the first camp, of course, for almost level 2, and then run over to the Orc base immediately, kill the second burrow in construction, and just never leave. Never leave him alone.
Okay, do we have a result from Hunter versus Effect by now? I don't think so.
According to Wikipedia, Effect is leading with 1-0.
Ah, okay, that's nice. But by the way, do you have noise suppression enabled in Discord or something?
Oh. I messaged you earlier on Facebook if perhaps we wanted to try TeamSpeak.
Ah, I don't have TeamSpeak. Like there's voice processing in the audio settings there? Just disable them all. Oh, maybe that helps.
Here. You mean echo cancellation and all that stuff?
Yep. And then let's just hope for the best. As the game starts! There we go. Cash versus Foggy, map number 2. It is AI. And we're loading up.
Okay. Be super aggressive in this matchup. He likes to tech on only one Moonwell. By the way, on AZ, something we glossed over a little was a specialty. It was the 21 supply tech on still only one Moonwell. That is with a little Ancient of Wonders trick. Kind of a StarCraft thing, if you will. Getting the supply freed up and then making another Wisp. Go into tier 2 very quickly. Be aggressive with the Beastmaster then once he gets there with double staff. But even before that. And now we can see a bit of a greedy Ancient of War creep, we could say, in the middle of the map. And I said this earlier before. I really like when Night Elves do this because, again, something % of the time the Orc will just not scout. So this getting found, this getting punished is very unlikely.
Yep, and I think Cash will be busy creeping this Ogre spot before, so should be alright. Before we start into this, thank you very much PowerShift QQ for his 2-month resub and to Nedic07 for 11 months already. Canceling sub is too hard, says PowerShift QQ and to Nedic with a whoop. So thank you guys. Thank you very much for the support. But yeah, now
I really like your whoop noise.
Just for special occasions.
You think you may have been a woo girl in a past life?
For sure. I was a hipster woo girl when woo girls weren't even existing.
That's very nice, Neo. Paving the way for all woo girls to come.
Because we all love them so much.
Honestly, I've never seen, I think, a woo girl in real life.
So annoying.
Isn't that like more of a...
No, they exist.
They do?
Yes.
Huh. I guess I've been missing out.
Here at Reeperbahn, man. It's their natural what's it called? Natural habit?
Habitat, yeah.
Habitat.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Again, we have Foggy going for the 21 supply trick into tech. Is he going to follow it up with instant aggression again, as I'm used to seeing from him? Oof, Ancient of War risking the deny there, but no. Team Hunter get all the experience. Ring of Protection to be grabbed up as well. Blade Master with the first clause of attack. That's very nice.
Foggy only gets rewarded with a Ring of Protection, so not really worth it there. But the experience is what counts. Tier 2 tech by Cash again on a 1 burrow, and again Foggy with a 21 food tech, as you mentioned, as he did on Amazonia. And he can't really do too much against this burrow. He's trying to knock down this one. Again, he's setting the pace.
Yeah. But doesn't cancel the first one. Cash was laying a trap there. And Foggy didn't fall for it. So this is already looking better than I've seen sometimes in the past. Opponents. If the Archer gets to creep with the Ancient of War here, that's pretty cool though simultaneously. And the Demon might be able to keep the Orc busy. But now the burrow is finished. So now Cash could look to leave his base actually and try to punish this creep. Sees this happening, is he still gonna be brave enough to start this camp. It's a little risky.
Boots for the Blade Master again. And staff for him again.
Really old school. The boots on the
Players'
blade.
forces are under attack.
I saw it coming back into meta a bit more recently. Like the past 2 to 3 weeks, I saw a lot of boots. But usually not on those small maps. AI is a little bigger than Amazonia though, granted. But Amazonia was like a big exception to me as well. But on AI I can see it. Because you roam around a lot while your second hero is creeping. Oh, nice block from Cash here. But not good enough.
Not quite good enough for the TP. This is Ancient of War. He can make so much good use of that guy later on if he survives. But I think there's no surviving for him. As the damage seems to be sufficient. Oh, with only a grunt left here. Couldn't he have stayed in there a little longer?
I mean, he has heal subs. Just to let them work. But yeah, he's not aggressing anymore. So, Ascension of War will be helpful in the future. Beastmaster second, but he welcomes him with open arms from the grunts. Quill Beast is on the way. Last map, Beastery was delayed. How will it go this time? Foggy's positioning is a lot worse than before.
But here we go again. Staff. And is the damage enough here from only the demon? It is, right? Oh no, he can't enter! The Blade Master can't get in!
Oh,
the tree is blocking the way!
Oh shit.
Oh no. Oh
Yeah.
no.
There's another Quill Beast, and he knocks down the second burrow. That opens up the floodgates. Okay, he can repair it, but mass repair. I wonder that he's not attacking the Beastery there. Could have been enough as well.
Too late anyways.
Yeah, now it's too late for sure. But before that, this could have gone a lot worse for Cash. But the Demon Hunter is almost untouched there. Oh boy, 2 Quill Beasts and an Archer. Mass repair, but is it enough? Oh, so close. Beastmaster under attack, but that's not the damage output. He uses the Quill Beast, or he pulls the Quill Beast with them. And so this Orc survives. Otherwise he would have been supply stuck.
Dude, how many resources did he have to invest to keep this burrow
I
alive?
don't know, he's almost out of gold. He can
What's
step
the TP
back
here,
in a
though?
bit. If there's a few misses,
The
he can...
Beastmaster ran. Now he has a TP, yeah. Beastmaster ran away a little too much there.
Yeah, I don't really understand why he pulled the Quill Beast with him. Maybe they were in one control group and it was a micro mistake. Because also the Archer was moving with them. I'm not sure. If the Quill Beast attack it further, it could possibly die. But big save for Cash to keep this alive. But also he's down to 30 gold.
A player's forces
And is only now building a Spirit Lodge after 7 minutes. That is so late. Foggy already on tier 3.
He's
Already on the way.
basically tier 3, yeah. Oh my god, these walkers. This disenchant is gonna be so late.
Yep.
It's ridiculous.
Okay, what can he do? This map is not a Blade Master map. Most likely. I mean, there are possibilities, but not too many of them.
forces are under attack.
So you can't rely on that. TC, same situation. This is not a map where usually you see 5-5 or 600 mana pool TCs. This lodge finishes after 8 minutes.
That's pretty crazy, man. And master training is already coming in.
And it's not like the adept upgrade for the walkers is like a quick one, or that walkers that you can produce them like talents. No, this all takes a lot of time. Second class of attack for the Blade Master though. What? Losing a grunt.
We lost the grunt to the creeps with the help of the Quill Beast. Oh boy, this is starting to get painful again, Neo.
Yes. Wind of the Wind as well, so a few free cyclones.
He may prefer the gold.
I mean, there's almost no
Players'
dispel.
forces are under attack.
But there are so many cyclones, so yeah, most likely selling it for a huge scroll or something. Cash need to creep as fast as he can. But he can't out-creep him because there's so many talents. Level 3 Demon Hunter already, level 2 Beastmaster already. Compared to 2-1. Okay, 2-2 now, granted. Master upgrade is done.
The orb online as well. And then we're gonna have a Tinker. And this Night Elf will have the supply lead, Neo.
This is so rare to see. One building placement mistake,
Players' forces are under attack.
and everything spirals out of control.
It's crazy, right?
It is crazy. And Foggy is pushing. Seems like he doesn't have that much time today.
Like the Pocket Factory.
Really nice
So
position.
There's no adept training. There's no disenchant.
Nope. What does he want to do?
And is Foggy once again afraid of the illusions?
Shockwave doesn't hit.
Yeah, literally nothing.
No. Adept upgrade is almost done. Cash is stalling some time here.
Players' forces are under attack.
Gets the illusions for free. I mean, for time, but basically for free.
He detonated against the walkers. They don't even have mana for Spirit Link now.
Foggy's playing this almost perfectly from now, from the past moments on. No overcommitment, not running into an unsafe spot. Not using too much Cyclone. And all the illusions are gone. He got Adept upgrade though. But he can't break 50 supply. And he will always fight at least 50-50.
The Borrow's gone, so he can't even go up to 50 anymore. Losing Raiders here. No Spirit Link on any of these units as, again, no mana. Invul pop to kill the Pocket Factory. Goodness.
Getting 2 crits in a row though. If RNGesus is with him. Well, not even then. This is GG. Yeah, QQ, not GG. Ay. Annihilation by Foggy, and the big favorite for the second qualifier that everybody expects to win is in the winner bracket final for tomorrow. His games are over for today. Cash has to work a little overtime as he's dropping low to the lower bracket round 2. We can show you the bracket once again here that we have. Foggy, it's 2-0 of course, not 1-0. Apart from that, everything is alright. Hunter versus Effect, I don't know if it's over or not. I think it is. Hawk is waiting for the winner of that game. Oh, there's gonna be a third map between Hunter and... Oh, Hunter versus Hawk. Hunter beat Effect. Wow. I didn't expect that. So Hunter Hawk next. That's gonna be our second winner bracket semi-final. And we go into a little break. And then we will be right back here with GCS qualifier number 2. Second winner bracket final. Who will face Foggy there in the winner bracket final? Either the underdog from Peru or the Russian human Hawk. We'll see in a bit.